ASUS have produced this junk top of a beast of a machine. Is it tough enough? Okay, sorry, that's a bad joke. I know. Stay with me. Stay with me. So welcome to the initial review of the new ASUS TUF A15. I bought this because I am as people might call it, casual gamer. However, mostly to create content, and gaming laptops can be used for this. I did a lot of research around what machines are out there, what to look for, whether gaming, because I do play games occasionally. What's going to be good for that? There's obviously gaming laptops out there that are, they're beasts. They'll have similar specs, but not as cost effective as this device. Let's get the specs out of the way. However, I'm putting out a warning right now, before you all climax in excitement and faint on me. Spec wise, it is freaking awesome. I've not managed to find something out there that's been price wise like this. Before I continue, as normal, please hit that like, subscribe and bell icon. I'm only thinking of you guys here, obviously. So let's put it this way, it's packing in the new heavyweight champion, the Ryzen 7 5800 chipset. As you can see, the signs here, signs there. It's got more cores than a Ben & Jerry's ice cream. Eight cores. I mean, it's quite proud. You can't see it, but it's quite proud to show off these the amount of cores it's got. Which is, again, there's an F15, and I'll come on to that briefly later on. There's an F15 version of this, which is an Intel-based i7, which I had a look at as well. But that was a quad-core. Similar throughput as this, in terms of for those people who are looking to maybe do content creation. I think this is a better machine for gaming. Ultimately, down the line, this is a better machine. There are some things that, from a cost perspective, that I'll come on to that obviously might make people think, okay, is this more important for me, or is the spec more important for me? And I'll explain in a minute what that is. The other bit, 16 gigabytes of RAM, DDR4. I know what you're thinking. Oh baby. Now please, I've said this before, calm yourselves. Coming on to the next bit, which is packing the Nvidia Geforce RTX 3070 GPU. Take a moment to wipe yourselves, and hopefully again no one's fainted, but I want to carry on. Now, for those people who aren't into their gaming and they're looking for content creation and all the rest of it, for desktop publishing, you need something that's got a decent graphics card, which is what this has got. I believe the older version of the A15 had issues with heating. They've kind of fixed a bit of that on this. It still gets hot. They fixed it by putting in more pipes, copper pipes at the back. It's got a 144 hertz screen that easily punches around 60 FPS frames per second. Again, for those gamers, and I'll be honest, I've seen a massive difference because I've got a couple of Dell monitors that I've got here. They're 1080p as well, but it is bizarre how much of a difference seeing the refresh, even when I'm doing the standard work or doing documentation, minimizing windows, how much of a difference that makes. I didn't think it would, but it does. It's crazy. It's got Wi-Fi 6 because Wi-Fi 5 wasn't enough, obviously. It means better stability again for those people. It just means it's future-proofing itself. On the left-hand side, it has power socket, network, HDMI, USB-A, 3.2, and one measly USB-C, which again, is the toss-up between what you're going for in terms of cost and all the rest of it. Now, on the right-hand side, it's got a one USB 3.2, and that's it. Now, I use a CD hub from Amazon. So far it's worked great. It's got a data USB 3 here, USB 2, USB 2s. It's even got a headphone jack. There's obviously USB-C as well at the end of it, which you can't see, but it's going to zoom in at some point. And then on the other side you've got VGA, HDMI, LAN, power, and then the traditional stuff that you would need if you're doing a bit of content creation or even gaming of transferring stuff over to one machine to another or from a disk to another. So SD card and a standard micro SD card. So great piece of kit. Like I said, I'll put it in. So for me, which is what I was going to come on to later on, and I'll explain a little bit more why I use that hub. Now, the good. As I said to you before, the price. I got this for $13.99 from Currys in the UK, and I believe it's similarly priced in the US when it does come out, because these are in hard supply to get by. Because I believe as soon as I bought it, it was gone, literally gone. You know, the price, you don't need to auction off your kidneys just yet, unless you decide to add a few more things. It's got RGB, as you can see. You can change, again, you can change all of these colors from static, which is what this is, to strobing. You can do strobing, that's something called breathing, and then color cycle, which is kind of nice. And you can go into the it's called the ASUS crate, which basically allows you to change your static color, whatever you want that to be. You can play around with the color a little bit more. I wish it kind of had, you know, you could have had different colors along, so it does kind of like a wave across the keyboard. It doesn't do that, unfortunately. But again, solid device. Now let's come on to a little bit maybe the bad and the ugly. Okay, it feels a little cheap. Okay, it is all plastic here, but it's apparently got military grade. It's been dropped, and you know, it's apparently not going to cause issues. What the other issue I find is there's way too much flex, and I'll put up a different video during this, but it's got way too much flex in the middle here, which again, I'm using external keyboard. I end up using this keyboard externally through Bluetooth. Again, really good keyboard, by the way. USB-C charging, and allows for a USB connector and then 2 Bluetooth, so three devices in total. So I control my laptop, which is this one. I then control my work laptop as well, which is through this one as well, because I've got the hub, and then I've got my personal Android and other things that I've got in here. But again, I'll drop a link if I can find it still. The thing that I was going to come on to, which is what this was for. Now, there's no Thunderbolt connection on this, so there's a mistake that I made. And if you guys are looking, I say I made a mistake. I kind of intentionally went with it because I had the hub and I didn't really mind. Yes, data speeds are probably better with the Thunderbolt. It does not come with a Thunderbolt. So what I end up doing is this connects into a hub that I've got, which is what this is. And then this basically does everything else I need it to do. Hence why the power cable here, it needs a power cable, whereas with a Thunderbolt 4 you would not need this power. And for a while, trust me, I was playing around with this thinking something's not quite right. I have seen some Bluetooth disconnectivity issues with my MX Master mouse, but I'm hoping that this will be resolved with the driver updates. No, it doesn't happen all the time, but it has happened. Overall, early days, but I'm extremely happy with it. It's quick for my content creation. It's been good for the casual gaming I've done with Fortnite and then Command & Conquer, which is another game, obviously. Even though this is plastic, a little bit cheap feeling, and I'll probably move the whole desk. It's apparently military grade, which is what it says here, which means it's drop proof and all the rest of it. But the build is solid, and for the price, you will not find a better machine out there. I certainly haven't seen a better machine out there. Okay. Personally, I do recommend this device. I've bought this for myself, like I said, as a casual gamer, but mostly for the content creation. I think even for a heavy gamer out there, you know, that doesn't want to auction off their firstborn, I think it's a great device. Could you wait till later this year? Yes, you could, because other machines will take advantage of this configuration of the Nvidia chipset and the 3070 GPU, the graphics card. However, with the current climate out there, getting hold of certain kit like the RTX is going to be a challenge. Trust me, as soon as I bought this device, it was gone. And you can't get it again, especially with this configuration at the moment. And it's been pretty tough to find something. Again, there are things out there. I've seen on Dell's website their device. I was looking at that, but then when I looked at the chipset for the i7s, there were the older generation chipsets and the older generation graphics cards as well. Although the build quality, no doubt, would be better. I think, you know, you're sacrificing the power that's in this machine for a bit of the plastic, and it is a bit of a, by the way, fingerprint magnet. Loves them. So you're going to need to have a cloth on the hand to just be able to wipe it a little bit. As always, these are my views and my views alone, because again, I bought this for myself. So stay safe out there, and always hit like, subscribe, bash that bell icon, and see you on the next one, my friends. Ciao.